Hey guys, welcome back to Flying in Space with Planet Head. It's been a little while. Uh, Hopefully this is a... Oh! Okay, okay, Maya. Maya hasn't said hi for a while. How you doing? Maya says hi. There she is. I was just gonna tell them all how you've become such a quieter and happier pup. Well, you've always been happy. There you go. Okay, now here's a trick I learned. I'm going to show you guys a trick before we get into Eve today. This is it. Maya, it's amazing, isn't it? I didn't mean to. She's staring at me right now. Now she's back up. Hands up. I didn't try to get her to do this, but if I put my hands over my face, she gets down or off. Now, my old dog, um, Amanda, you guys saw her a long time ago. She passed away last year. She had known the phrase off whenever I got her from the rescue, but Maya just, I just said her name, and now she's up. Let's try this one more time. Up, come on up, say hi. Come on. There she is. Okay, you ready to... Now, if I were to say off, does she move? Oh, no, 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 we're still playing. But if I put the hands over the face, and now we're done. I don't know where this came from. So, it's been a while since we've done a video, but that is a trick that she learned. So, let's get into Eve. And some other stuff. Because it's been a while. I'm in a weird mood. I just worked 12 hours. It's a Wednesday. I hate working Wednesdays, except I get to see my buddy Jan in HR. I only get to see him on Wednesdays. He works Sunday through Wednesday, and I work Wednesday through Sunday, and that's important because Jan is a friend of mine at work who also has a relative in Iceland, where, i.e., CCP is at, where I will be going to Fanfest for the first time, going overseas for the first time. She's got her head in my lap right now. I have never been overseas, but I wanted to give you guys an update on that, and an update on my gameplay, and hopefully this will be a new video. I'm not going to say I'm going to be doing a lot of them, but getting a little bit of energy back to start making videos again. Here's the ironic part before I get into my Eve update. I'm talking too much right now. Maybe it's just because I've done too long a video. Eve has caused me, in the strangest sense, to not make videos. Because it has taught me ways. Playing Eve has actually taught me ways of doing things in my life that are more and more interesting and more progressive, because I've learned from playing the way that I do in Eve and trying and failing at things to not be afraid of trying different things. So while I'm still playing a lot, my life outside of my playing side has become more fulfilled because of what I've learned with Eve, that I'm not making as many videos because I don't have the time to make. I have the time to play, but I don't have the time to make the videos. So I've had to rethink that a little bit. So where am I at with Eve right now? Just to give you guys a heads up, I am still in Curse. Let's see if I got it here. Boo. That's Solitude, not in Curse. So I am basically just hanging out in Curse, living for a while. Universe.land. Universe.land. There it is. There it is. Curse. I'm living in Curse, hanging out in here. I've found I really enjoy it. I think I've talked about this in the past. Negatives about Curse is they don't have regular asteroid belts, so you can't farm those. I'm not a miner, but I like to farm the rats that are in Milsec asteroid belts. So it's a little bit tougher. What is that sound? Nope, off. She does know off, but if I get her rolling too much, then she can't realistically listen to me. So long story short, I'm living curse. I've got my exploration ship. I'm slowly upgrading. I now have 3 different types of cruisers. I'm saving up the materials to maybe move into a couple of battle cruisers that I'm just slowly toying around with. I've gotten into a little bit of planetary interaction. I've only made 1 planet so far, and I'll probably move this one. I just want to get started with it. It's out in AAM. I just did a really quick one here. I've done planetary interaction for a long time, but it's something to toy around with when I don't feel like flying a ship. And so I've started a little bit of that, but I mainly focused my recent stuff on progression with my character. I talked about in the last video, I think it's been quite a while, so I apologize for that, where I grouped all of my skills into my main skills that I'm working on into the 2 attributes, memory and intelligence. And then I made sure that when I filled my skill queue, that only skills that I was working on were by those. So it speeds up my skill progression, and at the same time, I'm able, well, it speeds up my skill progression in those specific things. Doesn't mean that I'm not skilling up in other things, but I'm using my free skill points that I get each day or by doing certain things, and I buy those skills. So let's say, for example, I have gunnery pulled up right now. Gunnery's main ones are perception and willpower. I don't put any of those in my skill queue. I actually buy those with my free unallocated skill points. So that's where I'm at right now, kind of toying around with that right now as I'm building a lot of my base stuff, my research abilities. I'm really working toward being able to build more and more rigs and sell those because I do a lot of exploration. And that's what I want to focus on. So I've been throwing a lot of that in there and that sort of thing. So that's where I'm at with Eve. I'm sure I can get into a lot more stuff with Eve. I'll save some of that for some other games. If you guys have any questions about that or any ideas, please hit me up. Other updates. I have... Ooh, yeah. So, Fanfest. I want to do a full video on this at some point. But Fanfest is rolling along. It is roughly 2 months away right now. And I have slowly been getting organized for it. I will show you my latest purchase. These are not expensive. I found them. It's very hard. I am 6'5". I don't know what that is in meters. You guys can probably figure it out. Do a thing. So what comes with being 6'5"? Big hands and big feet. What does that mean? Big gloves. And I need to get that up here. Can you see it? I got some new shoes. Now, I know you don't really care about this too much, but I care about it. Boots. Waterproof boots. Just got those this weekend. Why is that important? Well, I told myself I wasn't buying any clothes or anything to go on the trip until the trip is completely set. I'm really liking these boots, though. I got to wear them in, get them used to me before I go. Don't want to get on a plane with brand new shoes. My feet will kill me. But I have pretty much fulfilled everything for going so far for going to Iceland. I have my rooms booked, my flight booked, my passport is verified. It's good through 2025. That'll tell you something. 8 years ago, I wanted to go on my first overseas trip, and it took me 8 years to finally finalize this. But I got my passport. It's good. Don't need to do any COVID testing. What was that? Room, board, food. Oh, no, not food yet. Then my last thing was this little girl that's here with me. I'm going to be gone for... I'm actually getting there September the 17th and leaving on the 25th. So I'm going to be there for FanFest plus a couple days before and a couple days after. But I had to find a place to be able to watch my dog here because the only thing that she knows is me. I got her in December and she's my best friend, but she doesn't really go out too much. So I looked all over the place and I found a boarding place for her for the 8 days I'm going to be gone. You've got to understand this. She is super cute right now, but you can't see it. She's got. Is she going to come up here? Yeah, she's got this in her mouth. Yeah, she's just holding it, wanting me to throw it for her. But oh, good girl. Okay, if I stop looking at her, she will stop caring. So I'm actually doing a test. I found a boarding place for her that I think is really good. I looked at a couple different ones, and in August I'm going to take her up and have her stay overnight. It's going to cost me a little bit of money, but I want to see how she does overnight. Just like having a kid. It's like finding a babysitter. But that's taken care of. I have even started. Now, I've been watching a ton of videos going to Iceland, but I created a Google map that I just started doing where as I watch these videos about Iceland, I start taking points and putting it onto the map of Iceland here of places that I might want to go see. Now, this goes exactly along with the way I play Eve. And how my life has changed because I have become an Eve real life player using the things I've learned from Eve. Taking in as much information, and then probably 2 weeks beforehand, I'll come up with a final plan as to where I can go and where I can't go. If you don't know much about Iceland, now I have never been there, but I've watched 5 million hours of videos on it. There is what's called the Golden Circle and the Ring Road. So the Golden Circle is a road that's near Reykjavik, and the Ring Road is a road that goes around the whole outside of Iceland here. It goes all the way around here, boop, 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 and even down here. It's something like over about 880 miles long. Converted into kilometers is more than 880 kilometers, so I'm not going to try to do that. But a lot of people take like 2 weeks. I'm only going to be there for 8 days, and 3 of my days, if not 4 or 5, are going to be with CCP. So I don't know if I'll be able to get to all these other places. But I'm slowly adding on to some stuff there. So if anybody's interested, if you're going out that way and you want to go, I am getting a small rental car. Now, I've saved up money for this for the last year. I could have gone budget. I don't have the money to go expensive, but I didn't look for budget. I went for things that I know. The hotel, one of the hotels I went to that I'm going to be staying at is a well-known hotel, the Hilton. That's right near the conference. Another one is a Verbo that I'm renting from, and that's right near the conference. Right in Reykjavik, I actually went with Hertz as my rental car agency. Even though I kind of wanted to go with a local one, it worried me because I wasn't completely sure as to who I should go with. I kept watching a couple different videos and those were off. But I got everything set up, and now I can start purchasing some, or at least finding some things for getting myself ready for the trek to Iceland, because it's going to be cold, it's going to be windy, it's going to be rainy, but it's going to be beautiful. So I'll get into more of that, but that's where I'm at there. Last but not least, and I maybe start doing a video on this sort of thing. One of the reasons I think, and I didn't think about this until a week or two ago, that I haven't done as many videos is since I haven't been able to make as many videos, but I have, while I'm playing, been able to watch more videos. Oops, somebody's calling me. Nobody ever calls me. Oops. Ballot number 157. I don't know that number. I never answer anything that I don't know. They'll leave a message if it's important. I think I want to do a video on this. I've actually found channels that on YouTube that do things better than I do and will always do things better than I do on certain subjects. An example of that would be like Captain Benzie, who's out there doing some videos. So I'd like to do a video on that at some point, pointing out to people some of the things that I find and use. Um, but so, and that's just one of the channels. So I've actually been able to, when you're doing videos and then you're like, wait, that guy just did what I was planning on doing, but 100 times better than I'll ever take the time to do. Why am I making my video? I'm changing up what I do. I like doing things off the cuff. It's almost like a podcast or like a however you feel. You've got to understand this dog. She's insane right now. I'm going to have to take her for a run here in a second. So she's literally, her head is in my lap with this rope thing again. She's just staring at me with the tail wagging, and she's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. That said, I've toyed around with the idea of actually doing some live videos while I'm in Iceland around the CCP conference, but I've never done anything like that before. So it may be a little janky, but you can never, you only learn from failing. I'm sorry, you can learn you learn best from failing. So I may start doing some weird stuff on this channel. Not weird, but I mean like some off-the-cuff stuff. And if you like it, if you don't, let me know. How often I'm able to make the channel stuff, I don't know. But that's where I'm at right now. I just want to give you guys a heads up, an update. And as I learn more and we get closer to Fanfest, I'll try to give you guys more of a heads up. I'll try to point out some really good video channels about Iceland and going to Iceland that you can. I am a YouTube crazy person. It's pretty much all I watch. And I will give you one here. She's been doing videos for, I think, like 5 years. And I've learned a ton from her. It's called Iceland with a View. They're very basic videos where she just basically talks. It's kind of fun to go back like 5 years ago and see the videos she made up to now. But if you want to learn a bunch and you want to throw something onto YouTube on the side to learn more about Iceland, I really like these. It's kind of fun to watch how somebody has grown a channel over the years, but not gone crazy. So I've learned a bunch from her. If you want to check it out, it's Iceland with a View. And a ton of stuff there. Wow, 252 videos. I have more than you, but you spend more time doing correct videos than I do. I'm sorry. New videos every Sunday. I did not know they came out on Sunday. All right. That said, that's all I got for today. Wish you guys the best. I don't want to take this too long. It is a work night for me. I will be doing 3 more 12-hour days, and then I'll have the weekend. I would like to do a video this weekend, if I can relax a little bit, and I'd like to do a series, maybe. I always talk about these things I'd like to do, and whether or not I follow through with them is crazy. But what I've learned in Eve and how it's affected me in the real world on how I plan and do things. Example, and I'm not going to give you my personal example, but something that you might want to think about. Let's say you want to start your own business. You want to start your own shoe polishing shop, or your own grocery store, or you want to become a hitman. I don't know. You can do that in Eve. You can try it out for a little while. See how it goes. An example would be, I had always toyed with starting my own small business. Then I created a corporation in here and realized I needed to do it full time to be a really good corp leader, and I didn't have that time to do. So I stopped that corporation. I fly around on my own right now. That said, I want to do some videos about that sort of thing. Taking what I've learned in Eve and applying it maybe to the real world and giving you guys some updates on that. And it is going to go down some strange, wacky roads. I mean, I'm like roads that you're not going to expect. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a hint. I'm going to give you a little bit of a hint here. Well, 2 hints. Because I just noticed, if you notice, hint number 1 while I got up here, I want to pull up another video at some point. I lost a little bit of weight. I'm down, I think, 40 pounds now over the last 3 months. And part of that is because of the way I've done my planning through Eve. Now, did Eve tell me how to change my diet or exercise? No, but it gave me an idea, a thing to try and fail and do and try something different and do and adjust. Eve got me there. How I play Eve. I'm not going to joke around that. It did. Another one would be, I'm telling you, these are wacky. I'm gonna lean in here because I want you guys to hear this. Eve Online can help your golf game. I'm not kidding. Eve Online can help your golf game. If you haven't played golf for like 4 years and you want to get back into playing golf, try out Eve Online first. I'm just saying. I am just saying. That's going to be a video at some point because I got back into golf. I used what I learned in Eve and how I do things and my approach to get back into golf. And I still suck. I'm so bad. But I'm enjoying it. And that is where you come across with Eve when I say I've actually enjoyed losing weight. I've enjoyed changing some of the things in my lifestyle. Going on this trip, I'm doing it the same way I played Eve. The way I'm playing golf, I am not good at it, but I am enjoying the try and the thing, and I think that's what Eve can bring to you, and I'd love to do some videos about that if I can. And I think I can have a lot of fun making those videos too. So that's all I got for today, guys. I just want to jump in here. I just want to give a shout out to Jan's sister. If you want to find out why I got back on here, she messaged me. I'm not going to give her name, but Jan's sister messaged me, and she said she started watching the videos, and she really liked them. She thought I gave her my idea of doing something about my trip to Iceland. She said, that would be a great idea. And I said, well, I think that's a great idea too, but I didn't say that to her. I'm saying that to her now if she watches the video. I think I need more coffee. All right, guys. Hey, hope you all have had a great week. I will probably hit you up with another video this weekend if I get a chance. I got the energy. Guys, fly safe, fly dangerously, fly hard that you want. I will talk to you soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.